Hey YouTubers, my name is Amber and today is all about the Project Pan Questionnaire originally created by Megan from Meg's Makeup 8. I am beyond flattered, Megan, that you have included me in this tag. This is absolutely incredible for us all to get to know each other and discover even more people that are using up their makeup collections. So, and I just have to say that for the past couple of days, I have been beyond humbled because not only you, Megan, but for many of you that have been making Project Pan Questionnaire videos of your own, wow, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I promise I'm not going to cry in this video, but I'm just, the love and encouragement and support has absolutely been incredible. I really appreciate it, and I just, even my husband was like, that is amazing. That there's just so much love and support in this Project Pan community. And, you know, you're mentioning me in my videos, and it's just, I'm overwhelmed. So, like I said, I promise I'm not going to cry, but I just had to put that in here because it's, wow. So, let's get into the Project Pan questionnaire, shall we? All right, question 1. Why did you start Project Panning? I started Project Panning officially in June of 2012. I know it's been a long time. And I started that because I had a lot of major life-altering events happen all at once. My husband and I were living in Oklahoma in June 2012, and we were getting ready to make the transition to get out of the active duty military, and so my husband was looking for a civilian job. We knew that we'd have to move away from Oklahoma because there were just, the opportunities weren't cropping up there, and on top of it, I found out I was pregnant with my daughter. So it was like, I knew I had to move, I knew I had a new baby, I knew I'd have a new budget I'd have to get used to, and so it was just like, when it rains, it pours, doesn't it? And so, and when we moved from Oklahoma to Texas, during that transition period where I was pregnant, we rented for a while, and I, you know, did what I could to finish some of my collection because I knew I'd have a second move. And then when we bought our house, I went on and set a goal for myself of, let's see what I can finish in the first year. And it just took off from there. During that time, I started filming here for you guys on YouTube, and haven't looked back since. So, yeah, it's wow, 2 years. Holy cow, over 2 years now. But you can do it too. I promise. It's pretty life-changing once you get on. All right, number 2. What is the most rewarding part of Project Panning? I have to agree with many of you. Excuse me. That it is absolutely cool to be able to see that you have panned a product, that you've gotten all of your money out of it. But I have to admit, the coolest, best feeling, rewarding part of Project Pan for me personally is being able to walk into Sephora, Ulta, Target, my grocery store. Good night, that is a trigger point for me. But being able to walk into those places or shop online and walk away empty-handed was life-changing for me. I can pinpoint to a specific moment it was about 9 months ago, and I walked into Sephora, and I was looking at the new makeup that was currently being talked about on YouTube, and I was like, it's pretty, the packaging's amazing, I get it. It took me getting out to my car and opening the door to realize I walked out of there without buying anything. And as cheesy as it sounds, it kind of hit me, and I cried a few tears because it meant freedom. Like, that's what I want you to experience with your Project Pans whenever you get to that moment. It's not just about downsizing, it's not just about giving away things, it's not just about Project Panning, but when you feel that breath of freedom for yourself, nothing is going to top it. I promise you, nothing. When you can walk away satisfied, because I know a lot of us have not experienced that in a very long time. Not just about makeup. Maybe it's purses for you, or maybe it's shoes, or maybe it's clothing, or maybe it's bath and body products. Something in there is constantly triggering you, and maybe you're not even cognizant of the purchases until you notice that it's gotten to your limits, to your personal limits. But I can't even explain how good it feels to be able to even browse online now and drop things into my wish list instead of putting them into my shopping cart, because it gives me time to think about it. It gives me time to change my mind and decide no. It also gives me a chance to wait for sales so that I'm not spending full price for that item at Sephora or Ulta. Yes, the freedom of being able to walk away satisfied, but still look. That's where I got inspired to do my Shop That Stash series, because I can look at new makeup and think of what I can pair at home. And that way I'm using my old makeup, but still wearing it in a current and trendy way. So can't wait for each of you to come on here at some point and talk about achieving that moment for yourself, because it is life-changing. It will completely revolutionize the way that you look at your collection, because it's new eyes. I mean, not just new eyes, it's going to be a whole new way of life for you. Number 3, what is the most challenging part of Project Pan? For me, it's choosing products. I'm good about staying with foundation, primers, concealers, mascara, setting sprays, all that stuff. But the way I do my Project Pan is I arrange it by look. I'll have an eye look, a matching blush, a matching lip color, and I stick with it. Now, I know a lot of you like to do weekly makeup baskets, or you do monthly makeup baskets, or you're changing your your eye looks around all the time, and that's fabulous. Personally, that doesn't necessarily work for me because I get overwhelmed, and I don't know if you go through this too, but I have thyroid issues and my hormones are off the charts crazy. I have Hashimoto's, and it does affect the way that my makeup looks during different stages of the month. And so I pick the same look and I stick with it because I want to have a pretty good idea of what it's going to turn out like. Because sometimes I'll put on colors and they'll look really, really muddy, or they don't show up, or they just make me look punched out. And I don't want to have that risk, not knowing necessarily what my skin's going to be doing during different times of the month. That's why I stick with the look until I finish products out of it, or the eye look I'm wearing is not seasonally appropriate anymore, or I need to change my blush color or my lip color to reflect the seasons. So definitely choosing products. That's one of the reasons why Pan That Palette has been successful for me. Because I do have lots and lots of options. Well, not anymore, but I have lots and lots of options with the Naked palette, and I'm rotating other colors in, but I have to stick with things consistently. Because number 4, how many Project Pans have you done, and will you continue to do more? I've never put a number on my Project Pans. Like I said, I started in June of 2012, but I just kind of go till I'm completely sick of a look, or I finished enough of the colors that I need to change my look because I don't have a backup of it. But I need to keep the momentum going, so I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep the momentum going. I'm not going to force myself to use products if they don't work for me. I'm not going to force myself to use products that I just feel like I can't get rid of until I get my money's worth out of them. I never want my makeup to be drudgery. That's why I don't put time limits on myself. You do see that I use my makeup consistently because I Project Pan looks, not necessarily just 10 items out of my collection. It's helped me move through more because that's what works for me. You need to do what works for you. All right, number 5, are you doing other projects like Pan That Palette, Finish 5 by Fall, etc.? Yes and yes. I started the Pan That Palette Challenge back in January because I wanted to see where I could get with the naked palette for myself, and I thought put it out on YouTube. If anybody else wants to join, awesome. But I put it out there to see kind of where I could get with a palette because I hadn't seen it done. I wanted to, challenge myself to do something that I thought was kind of out of my reach, just to see if I would make it. Excuse me. And I am participating in the Finish 5 by Fall tag because not only is it a cute idea, but like I said, I've never put a time limit on myself, with the exception of Pan That Palette, giving myself a year, and then the Finish 5 by Fall I have to finish by September 22nd. So it's been interesting. I'm that much more motivated because I'm like, I have to finish these by September 22nd. So it adds that level of, not anxiety, but I'm more focused, I guess is the appropriate way. I wear makeup every day, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it just keeps me focused because I realize, chop chop, Amber, I've got to do this. So yes, I am doing other projects, and I will continue because after we finish this 5 by Fall tag, might be fun to do a finish 5 by Christmas, or finish 6 by Christmas maybe. What do y'all think? I don't know, just throwing it out there. And I'm definitely going to continue doing Pan That Palettes in the future. So there we go. Number 6, do you limit your spending or go on a no-buy while on Project Pan? I naturally limit my spending because, like I said, once you achieve being able to walk into your favorite place to purchase makeup and you can walk out of the store or walk away from your computer empty-handed, you'll naturally just not buy as much makeup as you used to. But no, I do not put myself on a no-buy. I'm able to go weeks at a time, if not months, without purchasing makeup because I do keep myself fairly focused in my Project Pan. But sometimes I need to purchase a new item or two to keep my momentum going. Case in point, when I started doing my orchid look, I had my Omen Shadow from the Urban Decay 15th Anniversary palette, but I had run out of liners, and so I was looking through my collection. I'm like, I want to get a purple orchidy lip liner, or not lip liner, eyeliner. And then I was looking through and I was like, I really would like to have a new gloss to go on top of my orchid lipstick. I needed to feel like I had something new to get me jazzed up about using the old products, but I'm still always Project Panning. That's personally what works for me. I know a lot of you have been successful doing no buys for months on end, and that is fantastic. Keep doing what works for you. But personally, no buys are not the best way to go for me because then all of a sudden everything seems appealing. For me, it's like going on a diet. If I deny myself ice cream, I'm going to find myself binging on it because I feel like once I, have that first taste, I just overdo it, and that's not productive for me. So definitely I make sure that if I'm going to buy a new product, it's going to fit in with my current look, or it's going to fit in with the look I'm planning to next use. So that way it helps me rotate in older makeup, and I'm guaranteed to go on and start incorporating it and not have it just sit like I've done for so long. So hope that helps. Number 7, who are your favorites to watch? Well, I've given credit because Strawberry Sweet is the YouTuber that got me motivated in the first place to start Project Pan. But as I was watching Lena7623's Project Pan Questionnaire last night, she took the words right out of my mouth because she said, you don't really have favorite Project Panners, because I personally, I jump out of my skin in excitement when I see any Project Pan update in my subscription feed, or any Pan That Palette update, because I want to surround myself with positive people and people using their makeup collection instead of just buying more and more and more. And I have to say that I would not be here with the success that I have if it were not for your encouragement and your comments and your, love when I've needed to see it, hear it, etc. So I want to offer that same encouragement to you, because who knows where you're going to be in 6 months. You may have finished your palettes, or you may have finished 15 or 20 products out of your collection. I want you to achieve that success for yourself. So I will always be here cheering you on and offering support, because you've done that for me. And it's all about banding together and staying strong and keeping each other motivated. So yeah, I love all of your videos, to be honest. And again, thank you, Megan, for this, because this tag has helped me to find project panners that I wasn't able to find, because I like every few weeks to go onto YouTube in my search engine and I type Project Pan updates, and I'll filter it by upload date, because I'm always on the hunt for new project panners. Because again, it's all about surrounding ourselves with positive motivation. Is there something about speaking on camera that makes you just stumble over your own words? But so it just, yeah, I love every single one of these videos, so keep them coming. Number 8, what is your number 1 tip for a successful project pan? Well, if you haven't seen it already, I do offer a top 10 Holy Grail project pan tips. If you're interested, I'll go on and link it in the description box below. There's my mandatory YouTube quip. But my number 1 tip is connecting with other project painters. Comment on blogs, comment on videos, like videos, start interacting with anybody who is project panning, because that is where you're going to get more motivation. Because if you see somebody else pull out a product that you have and they wear it and you love the way it looks, you're probably going to want to go pull that item out of your stash. Or if you see somebody hit pan in an item that you own, you're going to want that success for yourself. This is a fabulous forum to talk nonstop about makeup, to talk about things that are working for us, what isn't, and it gets you back into your personal makeup stash, gets you motivated, gets you encouraged, and it gets you to where you're going to pull out products that you haven't reached for, because you want that success for yourself. And then on top of it, the cherry on the top of this ice cream sundae is, as you're filming your videos, people are going to comment on yours too, because they're going to be motivated by things that you're using or techniques that you're using or things like that. So definitely reach out, make friends with project panners, do things like this tag, and you're going to have so much incredible success. Many of us have had the success that we have because we network with each other. So get on there and put yourself out there and get connected. Number 9, what is your goal for your makeup collection through project panning? I have this mental block, maybe you have it too, but I always feel like when I have new makeup purchases, I won't use them until I project pan some of my old stuff. And I finally just gotten to the point of, I don't want to doom myself to using old makeup for the rest of my life. Is that a random thing? Like, I realize I am long gone from the days of being a one makeup bag type of girl. I've been exposed to too many things. I like variety. Those days are long behind me. But I don't want to always have to feel like I've got this pressure on myself to use eyeshadow that is, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. I want to be able to go to the stores, buy something, instantly be able to incorporate it and love it, and if it doesn't work for me, have the option of taking it back. Because there have been a couple of products in my collection that I haven't touched them for the sake of project panning, and then when I finally get to them, I worry that, not worry, but I realize that they don't work for me. And, the time has passed. I can't take them back. So it's like I've wasted my money, literally, just literally thrown it down the drain. I feel like once our collection, or let me rephrase that. I feel like waste is, I'm past the point of waste. Like no matter No matter how I cut it, I've already spent the money. Might as well enjoy it. Yes, I can downsize, but I mean, I've already taken things to excess, so might as well keep pushing through what's working for me. And again, like I said, you know, it's freeing being able to walk into my trigger stores and walk away with nothing, because I really am plugging through and I'm finishing my old makeup because I've got that goal ahead of me of I want to be able to buy a new palette and instantly use it and love it and enjoy it and not feel guilty that I have a drawer full of eyeshadow that needs to be touched. So yes, that is my goal. All right, last question, number 10. Which project panners do you tag? So in the spirit of passing this video on, I found 5 people that I would love to see complete this tag, and it'll help us get to know even more project panners. So the people that I tag are Indigo Blue Beauty, Kayla B, Rising Water, Jessica Estrella, and Jessie May. Have fun with this tag, ladies. I am looking forward to your videos, and I want to say thank you so much for you taking the time today to watch this. And I'm overwhelmed, and thank you for those of you participating in Project Pan, because we are here for each other. We're here to get the success, and it's just, let's band together so we keep it going and gain more and more people on this Project Pan bandwagon, because I'm watching YouTube start becoming more helpful again instead of just being all about hauls. So have fun with this. Have a fantastic day, and stay tuned. I will be uploading my update for the Finish 5 by Fall tag. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do an update on the 22nd of August in addition to September 22nd. So Friday will be a new video. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time. Bye.